Faction wars in Raid Shadow Legends can be brutal, but the Banner Lord's Crypt, that's where dreams go to die, unless you've got the right squad, but without paying too much. And because the Banner Lord Crypt is going to open up in about 20 hours tomorrow, I thought I would break down 4 great free-to-play budget champions to crush the Crypts without spending a fortune. And if you're a big spender, stick around. I'll get into the absolute top picks if you are a pay-to-win whale. What is up, Raiders of Teleria? My name is Charlie. This is New Raiders Only. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I make guides to help you level up faster, build smarter teams, and get the most out of your account without emptying your wallet. So if you're trying to beat the Banner Lord's Crypt without insane whale pools, this video is for you. And trust me, these picks are not just random names. They're tested, community approved, and they work. Now, every single one of these champions are epic rarity or below. You can't really guarantee to draw them out of the shards, but they're not going to be using any of the legendaries. So at least you've got that going for you. And I'm only going to give you 4 because there's always going to be a fusion or a new champion chase or something in the future that potentially could be a Banner Lord to add, and that champion would be a good 5th choice. Or if you've already pulled a legendary Banner Lord, like maybe Aislinn, that would be the top choice, then you can just add him in there as well. But if you have these 4, your 5th really shouldn't matter too much. First, let's start with Giscard. Giscard the Sigiled? No-brainer budget pick. Perfect control utility, usually with buffs or debuffs that support your squad's entire run. Reddit even dubs him next on the team sheet after the Archmage, which we'll talk about in a few. His aura works out really well in Faction Crypts, increasing defense, so, you know, what more can you ask for out of a tank champion? Next on the list is Ursula the Mourner. Now, this is probably my favorite looking of all of the champions on the list, with the dark purple and black gold and the spear. Oh, she's gorgeous. Ursula is an under-the-radar epic with excellent AoE potential with her Waves of Grief. Hell Hades calls her a solid flesher outer for Banner Lord's normal content. Think cleans, control, and wave management, meaning fewer back-to-back wipes. And like I said, she looks incredible. Now, Seneschal is the only champion that I've gotten out of this list. Very dependable backbone for free players. He brings consistent sustain and utility and easy gear requirements, perfect when you're not chasing those meta whale teams. And he looks pretty cool as well. His counterattack is great. Perfect Veil and the continuous heal is really strong. And you probably already have this guy in your inventory. Now, finally, the champion that I've already mentioned once, and that's Archmage Helmet. When in doubt, Archmage Helmet steps up. He's the most recommended epic in the faction for Faction Wars. Reddit calls him the head and shoulders the best Banner Lord for Faction Crypts. A lot of people love his control abilities, even in harder content. Massive wave clearing potential with this time slip ability, and plenty of control tools to smooth out the hardest crypt rooms. Now, pay to win for the whales. I already mentioned the guy that most should go for, and that's Aislinn the Stalwart. This guy, just very, very strong. Very, very, very strong. This is going to be the guy you're going to build your pay to win top whale team around if you can afford everybody. Androck, of course. Why not add the mythical when we're talking about whales? This guy looks so cool. I love his shield. Although, I don't like how he holds it. I feel like the art is just a little off with this guy, but I still think the artwork just is straight out of a fantasy novel. Let's add in Marichka the Unbreakable for another support. And then finally, Taurus the Fierce. But if you're free to play, stick with the 4 that I mentioned earlier. They can win without defeating your wallet. Now, are you ready to test these picks yourself, or maybe try something a little different? Well, click the description link or scan the QR code now to try Raid Shadow Legends absolutely for free. If you join with my link, you'll score 3 free legendary champions for just playing the game. First, you're going to get Corrado Foxhunter for completing the tutorial. Tholan Foulbeard is a day 1 promo code legendary for using the promo code Demon Slayer. Absolutely free, savage attacks. This guy is going to go very far in the Dwarf Faction Crypts and, you know, an arena and everywhere else. And then if you log in 7 days in a row, you're going to get Lemnisci the Gold Wing, another champion that's great on offense. And then, you know, as you level up your account, you're going to get 3 epics that are really strong. Uugo, Tagoar, and the Grizzled Jarl to add to your ranks. So that's your Banner Lord's Crypt squad for free to play. Giscard, Ursula, Seneschal, and Archmage Helmet, each bringing control, sustain, or wave power where it counts. Drop your favorite free to play picks in the comments. Smash that like if you found this helpful, and subscribe for more raid guides that don't cost a dime. Until next time, I love you all. Good luck in Teleria.